position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over first and 10.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Gets the back moving. Lewis to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Strong, firm tackle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, you got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got him back on their heels.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years, and that's a great, dynamic quarterback.
Touchdown, Auburn! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Kearney. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Using his legs, it's Lewis.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. Using the quick game. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mayo. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Scrambling away. Quickly out to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal from the 1, and we'll see if they try it again through the air after the incompletion. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Lewis to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Good enough for
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass on second down. Using his feet to buy time. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on.
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
set to take this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's St. Clair. On the run, still looking. He throws into the middle of the field. Makes a grab for a big play. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Throws it back. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Buffaloes in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
28, Colorado, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious. And
turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Going to take a shot. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback gets enough. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is good.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Kearney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Mayo. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Back to pass, it's St. Clair. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Lewis wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grab near the marker, it's Gibson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Rides to back and leaves it. Got room to work. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this. Off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Lewis to throw. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Buffaloes are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. A nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Gibson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. This is now a 7-point game. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He'll do it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
Sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap point, get a cheap 1st down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the 1st down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take it himself. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He's out of bounds to stop the clock. Gets 19 on the play.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Colorado.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.